quite a relaxing weekend. Relaxing Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I went back to my partner's parents' house and we just chilled. Took Twix the dog. She loves it there because Chelsea's mum sort of tidies the whole floor, so there's nothing she can like bite or like eat that's bad. So she has like full roam of the house, and she's sprinting about, stealing people's shoes, absolutely loving life. But yeah, the F1 and I didn't even realize the darts is back on. So yeah, we literally just watched sport all weekend. And he has an F1 sim or a racing sim. So my Chelsea's dad has a F1 racing sim, so I got to drive that as well. I spent quite a lot of hours in that.
Cool. Living the life.
Yeah. It's like it's a proper one where it's got the full seat. He's got a massive TV for it, and it's got steering wheel and pedals that have like feedback. So it's like you're feeling like you're actually.
Are you moving
driving.
as well?
No. The seat doesn't move. It's not. I've actually seen a sim that does that, but no, it's just the steering wheel and pedals that have feedback, which is really cool.
Cool.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I would love to try it. By the way, speaking about Twix, I saw your latest video with his message that he was hungry. That was really creative, really cool.
Yeah. I don't know. Actually, when I sent the video off for a review, the contact that I was talking to said they really liked it. I don't know. I just like adding fun sort of stuff into a video, and it's sort of like in my mind, it helps build like the world that the story is like set up in. And yeah, it's just like little bits of in a way, it's eye candy, or just bits of ways to adding a bit more depth to the story and making it a bit more fun and less like a brand deal advert.
Yeah, for sure. And I also saw your sound ad a lot. Like it popped up even on Facebook, I think. Yeah, everywhere. I've seen it so many times. Super nice.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was really cool that doing that one, because I posted the edit maybe like 3 weeks ago, and I've been using the sounds and the sound pack for like ages because it's like one of the sound companies that so many people use, especially if they're doing cinematic sort of stuff or stuff to do with motorsports as well, especially. And I posted that, and I had a feeling it would do quite well because it was like a cool sort of little edit with a sort of catchy match cut at the start. But yeah, they commented on my video. I can't remember what I think they just commented like some form of emoji, and I just replied with does it sound familiar? And then basically just went straight to the DMs and asked if I wanted to collab on a video. And that was literally just basically taking the original video, putting the timeline underneath, reworking some of the sounds to make sure that they were all from the sound from their sound packs, because it was like 90% from them and then 10% of my own sounds basically. But yeah, I've seen it pop up as well as an ad. It's kind of weird when that happens. I've had the same, like, and I've had family members be like, I was just scrolling YouTube and I don't really post to YouTube Shorts, and they're just like, saw an ad of you pop up, and I was like, wow, okay, that's a bit weird.
Yeah, I maybe it was on YouTube I saw as well. Yeah, like yeah, I know the feeling. It happens to me a few times as well. And when someone steals your content, and they put, like, sometimes I get reaction videos, or when someone is talking about something completely else and they have my videos rolling in the background. I've seen that.
Oh, it's like the it's like some form of I see it with like Minecraft and Subway Surfers. Like they'll basically split screen 2 videos, and it's just a retention hack. It's nuts, but
that's what you need to do to keep the people listening these days. Have my videos in the background.
Yeah. I think that would be quite a good creative post, actually, to like have some really cool cinematic like edit that you spend hours on, and then have like Subway Surfers or Minecraft split screen with it, and like have a caption like, "This is what we have to do nowadays." I think something like that could be quite good.
Yeah,
because
for
you
sure.
sort of lean into that. Yeah, it's something that, especially for creative people, is like on top of their mind. It's just like, it seems like retention, or how aware and how on top of how you captivate people is like top of the list nowadays, rather than necessarily creative decisions. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going in, like, I'm having times where I feel so sad and like down about that, and then sometimes I just don't give a fuck and just try to be creative and do as good as possible. But yeah, that's just how it is.
For sure. Yeah, it really is. And in a way, I feel like the sort of the same thing about the slow shift towards creative people being like, I will never use generative AI, to them slowly adopting it, to them going, fuck it, I'm going to use it because this is where the industry's going.
It's like woodworkers just accepting that they need a CNC.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where you're just like, oh, at first it feels like you could never do it, and then slowly more and more people adopt it, and then it's suddenly mainstream and you have to do it in a way to survive. Or you take full advantage of the complete counterculture and just refuse to use it at all.
Yeah, I guess both works. I think there will be a space for both, at least for the coming years.
Yeah, for sure.
Just like there's space for CNC woodworking and handmade stuff as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. I think in order to not get so down about how you feel as like towards your creative work, and then just how you balance like feeling positive about the stuff that you put out because you feel like it's a really creative piece and you're really happy with it, versus how you feel about how it performs, is like you've got to. I've seen a lot of people talk about, you've got to separate the work of being a content creator from like your creative passions in a way. So if a brand asks you to make a video, you've got to sort of switch on some form of like switch in your head that is more about just banging out the process than making it your like this big creative passion of an idea. And you save those big creative ideas that you're really passionate about for your own personal projects, as a way of sort of balancing it out. I don't know what they use. They use a certain quote, which would sum it up nicely if I could remember it.
Yeah, but I totally get what you mean, and it feels like I'm a lot in that space where I just like I treat myself those moments where I don't care about how it will perform, and then what comes out in that creative process where I just be myself and don't care about how it's received, I can then use that creative part because that's like pure, and then a lot of good ideas come from that state. And then when I need something for a brand deal or something just to build my brand, I can take ideas from there. But
100%.
Sometimes it's hard to come up when you just need something quickly with a good idea. So it's good to have those. But sometimes like the ideas you just come up with for brands, or you want to make a video quickly and just want to produce something, sometimes there's just good stuff in that simple go for it stuff as well. So
because in a way it's actually it's very much of a focused and there's in a way there's like no time to be to overthink things and to go really into depth. So you just start making decisions and you keep making decisions until you've got a final piece, and sometimes it can land really well. Especially if you basically don't have time to overthink it. But I completely relate to like the fact that allowing yourself to just indulge in a creative piece can then create like multiple other pieces. Because that literally happened with the edit that I was talking about that then resulted in the SFX Brand Deal. Is like that one piece of content actually made me four others, and the four other bits like hardly took any time to create because there was the main edit, and then I posted as a trial reel. This was quite interesting actually. So I took the main edit, I slowed it down to half speed, I posted as a trial reel, and I put text. I put it 2 times speed to unlock the edit. And that video ended up doing better than the original edit because I got a lot of people commenting, how the hell do you put it in 2x? And then I got loads of people being like, this is the most creative idea of like creative use of using the 2x speed feature in Instagram. So so that one literally took no time. And then I had the SFX one. And then I also had the other brand deal with Ulanzi with the camera gear that was just me talking about how I made it. So yeah, it's such a good feeling when one piece sort of like spawns other bits of content.
Yeah. Kill. What's the English way of saying you kill?
Kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah. We say flies in Sweden.
What?
Flies, like those little.
Flies.
Yeah.
You're killing them with stones.
Nah. Två flugor i en smäll. Like two flies in one hit.
Oh, okay. With one of those like electric tennis rackets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure when I was a kid, I thought it was like a badminton racket, and I went to touch it with my finger and electrocuted myself.
I had an obsession with just trying electric things like those fences as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to try it. Leaking on batteries.
Oh yeah, I've done that. My dad said, "Oh yeah, just if you want to know if a 9-volt battery's dead or not, just lick it." And I was just like, "That why?" But yeah. We've got a couple electric fences, and they're like really delayed in terms of the amount of time that they send a pulse through. And I had one friend that was just like, "It's not on," and he was trying to prove to me that it wasn't on. And I was like, "Trust me, I know it's on." And he's holding it for like 5 seconds, and he's like, "See, it's not on." And then he suddenly gets, yeah. Let's talk about your the tutorial you posted.
Yeah.
How long did it take to make and then edit?
Oof. I got so many projects going on now. I think I never had this many projects going on at the same time as I do right now. So it's hard to say, but effective full-time working, maybe a week. But then I have also prepared the boxes because I was already making them. So if that's included, it's so much more time. But about a week for just the Hinge process and editing and that stuff. Maybe a little bit more because I don't work 8-hour days at the moment. I work pretty long days. But about a week, maybe a bit more. And I'm pretty happy with how it performed. And I can see that people spend quite a lot of time on it, and I guess there's a lot of saves for people.
Did the retention graph look good?
I mean, I'm not an expert on how to see like how it's supposed to. I don't know. I guess it's okay. I think the average watch time is about 5-6 minutes. So that's
okay. That is good. That is good. Yeah.
Nice.
I find it's always interesting because in my mind I'm just like, oh, big creators, their retention graph must be crazy. But actually, like I follow this guy that revealed like all his YouTube stats, and it's quite typical that only 20% of people get to the end of his videos, and those are like his best videos. So, and apparently a good retention graph looks like a hockey stick. It's like sort of once you get past the hook, it should be like a very slow fall off. That's what a good retention graph looks like.
It looks something like that. And 5 minutes and 43 seconds.
That's really good.
So I'm pretty happy with that, and I'm glad that Taco was kind to share it. And it's nice. I like
it's a collab post.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's quite new on YouTube. Posting.
Yeah, for sure. I also have done 2 different split tests on the what's it called? Thumbnail and title.
Thumbnail. Yep.
So maybe that would be interesting to see. I can share my screen here.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you see?
Oh yeah. Nice.
So that's interesting because people have told me that you should have your face. It should be good, but maybe I'm not pretty enough because this one performs the best. So yeah, I think I'm going to double down and say finished on this one.
Yeah.
The first test I did was only this one, but a few different versions, and then I added those as well. Pretty interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I think because I think the fact that it's bigger helps in the top one. And then obviously the arrow in red is good. Just makes it stand out a bit more. No, I like it's a really good thumbnail. It's clean, it's simple. Yeah. Do you know what the click through percentage is? Because my click through percentages they range between on my lowest performing one it's like 3% or 4%, and then my highest one is like 12.
12 is.
Oh yeah, that retention graph's good.
Does this mean that I should make the end shorter?
Yeah. I really with YouTube I really don't know. With short form I'd probably say yes, but I think that's probably quite normal.
I had a lot of comments that people think like some of the like that my videos was too short in the end. They wanted to see the finished product for longer. But yeah, this is pretty slow.
Thing is though, this is something I noticed about like woodworking YouTube channels, especially when I was watching them before I started, is I always thought that the showing of the piece was like so quick and too short. And it was like literally like the last maybe 20, 30 seconds at the end. But then I guess that is actually the reason why they do that is a strategic decision to get you to literally watch to the end. Yeah.
That's that makes sense. It's not nice, but it's a tactic. Yeah. So 3.9 click through rate. It's not good, but it's okay, I guess.
But it still performed well though. So
yeah, so that's interesting. I think I'm going to try more tutorials, but I don't have time to think about that right now because I'm just so busy with everything else. But I really like this. Feels good. Do you have any new YouTube video in the pipeline?
Yes, and I've got to pick between two really. I basically got one fully scripted, and that is sort of like I talked about it last time about like ranking the things that are important that make up a cinematic image. And I think that one's all scripted. It basically I've just got to record, basically just got to do the video part and plan it out, do all the voiceover and that. And then the second one is I'm going to build a new mirror for my bathroom because the mirror is cracked. I don't know how. We woke up one morning and the mirror is cracked. And
that's not
Chelsea
good,
showed me this mirror. No.
That's some bad spirits in that house. Oof. That's bad luck, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I wonder if it was like the humidity or whatever. But Chelsea showed me this walnut mirror that is like it's quite curvy. It's like wavy. It's got a wavy exterior, and I was just like, "Don't buy it. I'll if I act on impulse, I will actually build it rather than if I say, oh, I'll build that and then leave it a couple of weeks, then I won't end up doing it." But so yeah, I'm thinking of making a video out of that. And I think I might.
Would it be like a Ghostbuster video or bad spirits?
I think I will definitely probably lean into the fact that the old mirror is cracked. But I think the spin on this video that I'll put is sort of comparing the cost of building it to comparing the cost of buying it. Because something that I always get quite annoyed at when you see the DIY videos of I'm saving X amount of money is the fact that they never talk about like the labor cost. It's always like this is just how much it cost in materials. They never talk about how much the labor cost and then maybe the quality of the labor and the skills that it took. And they also never factor in the fact that they might have either had to buy tools for it or they had to have already owned tools to make it. So I think it'd be interesting to discuss that sort of side of the whole DIY.
That's very interesting because you don't make your own stuff because to save money. Like you can, but then it needs to be very simple and the tools and everything. Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting topic and a different view. Yeah, that would be refreshing.
Because I think if you're already inclined to build stuff yourself, then and you already set aside time to do that, then in a way you are effectively saving yourself money. But it's if you're not and you have to go out of your way and like you spend hours at the weekend, you've got to factor in that time because you could have spent that time doing other things.
Something you learned as a content creator is that your time is so valuable. Like, I guess it's a one thing if you have a full-time job and your hobby is woodworking during the weekend. It's another thing. But one of the things I think about the most is how to save time. I feel sad when I said it like that, but it's I don't know. I just think about it a lot.
Me too. And I find that I'm the most motivated just before I go to bed, which is so frustrating. And then when I wake up in the morning, I'm just like, it's always a bit slow for me to get going. But recently, I've been using little Post-it notes on my. I'll share my screen. I'll show you what I've been doing. So you can see how disgusting my home screen is. So I've been making every day. I've been doing a week. I've done a week list, and then I've been doing a daily list, and I've just been crossing them off as I go because I have for so many years tried to just plan my weeks out in like a very structured way. I'd sit down on maybe Sunday and I'd plan it all out, and then I never end up sticking to it. And the only thing that has ever worked for me is to just make the list on the day and just start by doing the list, because then I'm a bit more focused. There's only a few things on my mind.
That's a bit interesting because I have just tried to start planning out. I'm not able to plan the full week, but I try to at least the night before plan the next day. But I used to be more like you're doing now, like just go for it on the morning. So it will be interesting to hear your take on how it works.
Yeah.
But like I try to plan, and I think it's good to try to plan, but at the end of the day, it never goes as I planned.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think some people are so. I think it depends on the type of person, the type of brain you have, and so for some people to plan out your like weeks in advance is like they can do that and they'll stick to it. But it's never worked for me. I've always I know I have my best days when I've literally either the night before I've written my list of what I'm going to do the next day, or in the morning I've written and I've kept it short and I just go through one by one each item on the list rather than thinking about what I've got to do in the next few days or whatever. And at the beginning of every week, I just put I bullet point the aspirational things that I want to get done, and then they sort of end up filtering themselves onto each day.
But I think you have to be a bit more flexible as a creative worker, because if you get a good idea and you're inspired to do it, you just gotta catch it. And while it's still alive, you can't let it go and write it down on a to-do list, because when you come to that point, it's like, you don't feel it. So
exactly. The motivation's gone, or the spark is gone, and I 100% get that. I often think some of my best projects or my best things that I've worked on are the ones where I've literally got so excited about the idea that I drop everything and I start it. I don't necessarily have to finish it, but it's the starting it that is important for me, or getting it to a place where I can sort of feel like, okay, I can take a break because I'm not adding any more to it now, and I just need to rest my eyes.
Yeah, exactly. That's also an important part, to rest your eyes, but just start something when it's alive. And it's a balance as well, because if you just go on every idea, you will get 100 undone ideas, and it's just a mess. So you really gotta. And I think that's like one of the things that makes a good or not so good creative person is like the knowledge to know which ideas to act on and which to not.
Got you. Got you. And I think actually a lot of it is to do with once you've got the idea that excites you, is to sort of like sit down and just work through that one and finish that one. Because often what I will do is I'll have a couple ideas that excite me, or I'll have one idea that excites me. I'll start working on it, and then I'll think of another thing, and then I'll start working on that, and then I sort of get this like gridlock or like what is it? Procrastination, where I'm fighting between multiple ideas that I don't actually work on any of them. Whereas if I just pick one and choose to finish it, and then I can decide to move on to the next one, then I'll get a lot more done.
It's so important to just do like force yourself to do the boring parts of the projects and just come through it. And a lot of creative stuff can come from that boring stage as well.
Oh yeah. For me, the boring stage is where you've got maybe I've got all my clips. I've got all like I've even maybe got my voiceover done. And I'm picking music or something, but the edit it's all there and you know it's all there, but it doesn't feel right. And you're starting to question, is this even a good idea? Or you're questioning, should I refilm this bit? And for me, I always have to trust the fact that I've been in this situation before, and I know that if I continue to work on it and I continue to follow like my process of how I go through things, eventually there will be a turning point where I don't actually need to record anything new. With the footage that I've got, I can make it into something that I actually like and is actually in my mind good enough.
Interesting. I definitely relate, and it can be those details that makes or breaks.
I think I've spoken about before, but one of the things that turns my video from something that I'm just like something off about it to it being complete is just adding dynamic and slow zooms on top of the clips.
That's a lot.
I feel like it's some weird subconscious thing that takes it from being like it's like extra polish that you just put on top, and then suddenly it's like tricks me. It's like, oh, actually no, it's good. Whereas I haven't actually changed anything in terms of the timing, in terms of the structure, in terms of the story. I've just added some zooms, and it's just like, oh, there we go.
Exactly. That was exactly what happened on the Hinge tutorial. It was
really.
I was accepting. I filmed it. I filmed some parts with my camera and some parts with my phone, because the good thing about the iPhone is that you can clearly see what's happening. So I thought for a tutorial, that's good. But the color grading and that stuff wasn't like on point, and I was just accepting it, and I was watching it through before posting. It's like it's something missing, and then I just added those slow zooms and some things happening, and it just felt so much better and polished, like you said. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I recently just got a new phone because I had like an old it's 7 years old. It's like an old iPhone 10, and I smashed the camera on the back, and it got to the point where the screen was no longer working. Like I tried to type stuff and it would press all the wrong numbers, and my lock button I had to press really hard, and the Face ID had broken on it. So paying for stuff, I had to double tap the lock button that doesn't work. So I do that about 5 times, and then I've got to type in my PIN to a screen that's unresponsive. So I got a new phone. I got the new iPhone.
How is it?
It's good. I've not necessarily used it too much, apart from just like posting on it. I've not used the camera too much, but I'm quite impressed with it. But the reason why I sort of convinced myself that I wanted to get like the most expensive one was because of the camera and the ability to shoot in like Apple Log, because then I can grade that footage as well. So I'll hopefully be testing it out and then releasing a similar LUT to one that I've already got. So you can match like iPhone footage, or you can get the similar sort of look from iPhone footage, which I think it would be really cool because so many people do everything on their iPhone. So that would be a great sort of thing to tap into.
I heard that the zoom on that one should be amazing, right?
Yeah. I think it's got it goes up to 40, but it goes up to 8x telephoto, I think, and then it does. I think it's up to 40. That might be digital zoom, but yeah, the zoom is crazy.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what you do.
Yeah.
I got the second newest iPhone, so I don't feel like spending another. Oof,
Yeah.
it's fucking expensive.
Yeah, it thing is, I sort of started convincing myself that I needed a new one, but just because my old one stopped breaking, and then I was just like, well,
You
my
were
old one
worth it.
yeah, my old one lasted 7 years. So by that logic, I sometimes think if you can get the best one available, if you can, then that should last you hopefully longer than if you got something that is maybe not the best available. So I'm hoping it lasts as long because it's fucking expensive.
Nice.
But it's a nice color.
Yeah, super nice.
I need to get a case for it so I don't break it.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a good idea. I might start moving workshop this week.
Ooh,
we will see. Maybe
exciting.
next episode will be in the new office.
Perfect
so
time to move when you're so busy.
Yeah, but that's like one of the parts why I'm so busy. But yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
it's a bit mess. Like, yeah, but it's nice.
I saw you posted
yeah.
some pictures of layout that you're thinking about.
Yeah, I love doing that. Just puzzling it all together.
Yeah. Are you thinking of it in terms of efficiency, in terms of I use this machine and this machine and this machine all sort of together, and then I want an area for finishing where there's like less dust?
Yeah, so I'm trying to balance everything and optimize it as much as possible, and that's why I'm so confused, because I can't have it optimized. Like when I try to think of dust suction system, the electric, the lights, like the northern lights or the southern light, it's very different. I like to film in the northern light and like the soft lights, but it's more beautiful on the south, and that can be very beautiful with the harsh lights. But it's harder to film, and it's like you said, the dust and the sanding part needs to be a bit different, and then like my hand tools and machines and like the space around the machines, it's huge, so shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, it's just it's a lot of things to think about, but I enjoy it. It's nice.
It's like a Rubik's cube.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or the thing is, what will happen is you'll have it set up, and then eventually, once you're actually in the space using it, you'll think, "Ah, shit! I should have put this machine here, this machine here, this here."
Yeah. It's so I will probably need to move it around a bit, but I will try to make a YouTube video about the move. I'm just not sure how I should make it. If I just set up cameras, do a time lapse, or if I make it more tutorial and explain why I did decisions, or what do you think would be interesting?
I think like a shop tour in a way, but I would get B-roll of moving in, because that's really useful to just put in. I think some form of like shop tour, just talking. You can also make it like information in terms of the machines that you use and why you think they're good machines, and then talk about the layout, why you've got it set up like this. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, I will make something if I not live stream it all.
Yeah.
All right. Are we finished?
Cool. Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Yep. Thank you.